Hello, humans. Good morning. It's Professor Chris. How y'all doing? Another beautiful day. Yeah. Hope y'all 5 senses work. Health and strength is good. What? Now, to you Xbox fans and Steam and you Steam Deck fans, we got some Batman news to report here. Listen to this. Says here, Gotham Knight playtest appears briefly on Steam. Says here, a Gotham Knight playtest has appeared on Steam, despite the fact that a release date for the highly anticipated superhero game still hasn't been announced. It's unknown whether this Gotham Knights beta will be a public one, but it suggests the game is gearing up for a release. And here's where it gets here's where it gets interesting. It says the Batman Arkham games are still some of the best action adventure games on PC and console. But it's been nearly 7 years since Batman Arkham Knight released. Fans have had to wait a long time for another game set in Gotham City. So it is good that Warner Brothers Montreal Gotham Knights is still down for a release this year. And it may be playable sooner rather than later. Says here, as pointed out to us by Suspicious Tension 19 Reddit, excuse me, a Gotham Knight playtest app appeared last night on Steam before being deleted. Although it still can be seen on Steam DB, one person was playing it before it got removed, and it showed a depot file size of around 82.41 gigabytes. So it's 2 times bigger than Arkham Knight. That's what that means. Because if you remember, I told you that I was telling you that Gotham Knights might be 2 to 3 times bigger than Arkham Knight. So yeah, the game is that big. But anyway, it says here, at this time, there is no evidence to assume that this playtest will be available to the public and could be a beta for internal or remote testing purpose by the developer. However, this is the first instance of a specific and separate beta for Gotham Knights. And it says here, the main Gotham Knights Steam app receives frequent updates, and there have already been hints of promotional ties in coming up. So hopefully this all indicates that Gotham Knights could have its release date announced soon. As for why we're getting Gotham Knights rather than Batman Arkham Knight 2, you can find out what the game could have been right here. So the reason why they're having Gotham Knights is this: Rocksteady wanted to take a break from the Batman Arkham series. Plus they had Suicide Squad kill the Justice League, and then WB Games Montreal took up the mantle for making Gotham Knights, and they want to take the Batman game into a new direction where the game just doesn't focus on Batman himself, but focus on like Batgirl, Red Hood, Nightwing, and Robin. They want to build a story around them so they can get their spotlight. Because every time you play a Batman game, you always play as Bruce Wayne, Batman, and you go through the story. Because the entire Gotham universe is really built around Batman, because everybody's after him. But WB Games Montreal want to give the sidekicks, so to speak, like Robin, Red Hood, Batgirl, and Nightwing, give them their shine and their spotlight. So that's what they're doing, and they're introducing a co-op mode in the game. So that's where WB Montreal is with the game. But like I told you guys, this game, when the game was announced, I told you from day one. I said I'm not getting the next. I told you. I said from when when Gotham Knights was announced, I said I'm not getting an Xbox Series X until Gotham Knights comes out, and that's what I was waiting on. So uh, I want to play because I want to play the game on the Xbox Series X versus playing on the Xbox One. So that's what I was doing. So I was just sitting back watching the Xbox Series X PS5 release, and I says until Gotham Knights comes out, then I'm ready to get a Series X. Because what I did, I looked at all the games that came out for the PS5 and the Series X, and there was one game that one game that I really wanted. It was Gotham Knights, because once they said Bruce Wayne died. Now I'm curious. I'm like, okay, you got to explain this, because I'm like, okay, if the Joker didn't approve of this, then how did this whole situation happen? So that's what got me interested. I mean, of course, Xbox got Halo, Forza, Gears, and all the other games. I know that. Ain't no knock on those games, but Gotham Knights was a game I was really interested in. So that was a game. I said to myself, if I'm gonna get a Series X, I'm gonna wait till Gotham Knights comes out. So while I was waiting for that to come out, that means I was putting money together to get this. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I was doing. So, but other than that, that's what I was waiting on. And the game is coming along pretty good. We don't have a demo yet, but I'm like, you know what? The heck with the demo. Just bring out the full game. We already know what Batman. We already got some ideas what the Batman games are gonna be like now. Now that we played Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, Arkham Origins, and Arkham Knights, and of course the Black Gate series, we got some ideas of what the games are gonna be like now. Based on the environments, based on the stuff you can do. I mean, how superhero games are gonna be now. So Gotham Knights, is gonna follow that blueprint that Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, Arkham Origin, and Arkham Knight laid out, and then go from there and then build Gotham Knights off that formula. So we already got some ideas of what the game is gonna be like. Me personally, I already knew that the game was gonna be 2 times or 3 times bigger than Arkham Knight. Because once they announced it, and once I saw the roster of players that they had available, once they said they was gonna build the game around Robin, Nightwing, Red Hood, and Batgirl, I already knew the game was gonna be a lot bigger than what we expected. So, I know they had their work cut out for them. Because Arkham Knight wasn't. let's not kid ourselves here. Arkham Knight is a huge game. So Gotham Knights now got to be transcending, so to speak. So, I knew that WB Games Montreal had their work cut out for them, and how they were gonna build the game. But I'm just sitting here patiently waiting, Then I'm ready for a PS5 Series X, and Xbox Series X and PS5. But right now, my mind ain't nowhere near those. No, my heart, mind, and soul is nowhere near those consoles. Nowhere near them. And I'm just waiting. Once the game comes out, now I'm interested in getting a Series X and a PS5. But right now, nah. My mind ain't nowhere near it. Until the games come out and hit store shelves, then I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? But right now, nah. So, if they need more time to work on the game, fine. I get it. Because based on what Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, and Arkham Origins, and Arkham Knight brought to the table, you best believe that the pressure is on when it comes to Gotham Knights. That WB Games on Montreal, they have to deliver and take Gotham Knights to new heights. The game can't be no watered down watered down game. They got to take Batman games to new heights. You know, and because look, the article even said like the game hasn't we haven't seen a Batman game in seven years, and that's a long time. So you best believe that Gotham Knights has to take the Batman universe to new heights. And the other question now is like, okay, will Bruce Wayne be playable? You know, will Bruce Wayne be playable? You know, and is Alfred even playable in the game? That's another thing. Is Commissioner Gordon playable in the game? That's another question. So they got their WB Games Montreal got their work cut out for them. You know, when it comes to this game. You know, and but they really we know about the Court of Owls. We do. We know about them. But now they got to explain. Okay, how did Batman die in this situation? You know, they got to give a full detailed description of this entire event, and a lot of comic book fans, you know, from Marvel and DC, they're like, okay, you got to explain yourself. How did this all come about? You know, it can't just be a freak accident. You got to go in full detail on why this happened. So, yeah, you best believe, man, that the pressure is on WB Games Montreal to deliver on this game. You know, remember Rocksteady took a break, so now WB Games now really got to deliver. You know, and who knows? Maybe in the game they'll have like a hint of a Arkham Origins 2 in it. You just never know with this Gotham Knights game. So yeah. Lots to look forward to when it comes to this game, man. But yeah, but you best believe they better deliver, man. Yeah, because comic book fans got their eggs, tomatoes, everything, man. Waiting on this game, you know. Yeah. So me personally, I was waiting for this game to come out, you know. When the Series X and PS5 was announced, I looked at the list and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna wait till this game come out. Then this game comes out. Then I'm interested in the Series X, PS5. You know, even though the Series X and PS5 got their own exclusive games, no knock on them. But Gotham Knights, yeah, that game piqued my interest from day one. So I'm looking forward to this, man, and I hope y'all too. You know, so hope you guys do too. So if you're a comic book fan, if you're into superhero games, stuff like that, you know. Other than that, man, yeah, a game 80. What is 80? What 82 point? What is 82? What's the 82.41 gigabytes? So basically, that's 2 times the size of Arkham Knight. Oh yeah, I'm waiting. Anyway, I'm gonna leave this video for y'all to enjoy with the article in it. Nice talking to you people again. Chris, still a Star Wars and Star Trek thing. Bored, dark side. Go. Peace.